on this exact trip. Had a great time, but I do not have a crazy story. But I do have a crazy story about when I went to Connecticut, and and I mean, I just figured why not uh, get this story out to everybody. So I don't know if anybody's ever heard like an animal make a sound that another animal should make. But if you haven't, I have. My friends will deny this to the death of them, even though some of them were there and should have very much heard the sound that this cat made. Um, but let's get back to the story. So I kind of went to this trip to Connecticut with a few friends of mine. We were all we were supposed to be in a hotel or like Airbnb with like five of us or something, but really I think the limit was like two or something, and we didn't know that. So we agreed with the guy, we agreed with the wife, and they said, yeah, you could come. We get there, and the guy is outside. It's creepy as ever. Like, I'm gonna fast forward it a lot. It's creepy as ever. It was like the moment the movie Split just came out. It was a guy out there. He was bald. He looked like he was just standing outside looking creepy, and we thought it was just gonna be us just going into the house and just be normal. No, he was there. He was kind of just like, what's going on, guys? Hey, and like, oh my gosh, there's so many of you. This is not gonna work. And so he's calling his wife. They're on the phone. They're telling us, no, 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 you shouldn't be here. And it gets really, really, really uncomfortable. Fast forward past that, we get into we get into the house. The moment we get into the house, I'm already feeling uncomfortable because the guy's bugging out. The guy's moving twitchy. But we get into the house and there's like two cats. One of the cats, a perfectly normal looking cat, very cute cat. Would own it if I could. Um, but just a regular normal cat walks by us. The next cat comes down the steps. Mind you, it's like a horror movie already. We're already scared. We feel uncomfortable. We don't know where we're at. We feel like this guy's about to flip out on us. And this cat comes down the steps. Now, I love pets, so let's make that disclaimer really clear. I love pets. I love cats. I love dogs. If you're a black cat, you're a little creepy. Still love you anyway. Um, but this cat, I don't really know what it was. It was just like really, it just looked different. Let's just say that. And the mouth looked like ravioli. And it was just like right here, it was just like really full. And it just kind of came and it was just looking at us, but it was walking like kind of creepy. It was weird. But let's move forward past where the way it was walking. We get inside, we go upstairs. The guy's still bugging out. Like everything's on high. Everybody's scared, or well, everybody's like a little tense because we're trying to figure out why the guy's not letting us stay, or he wants us to stay, but he's like, you can't have this many people here. Mind you, two more people were coming. But I'm sitting on the ground. I'm kind of like planning my escape. I'm looking out the window, and I'm thinking like, how much could the human body take? Like if I jump out this window, like what will happen? Like, you know what I mean? Like, will I be able to make it out? Can we get out safe? Can I call an Uber and can we get out of here? Um, and this is a Connecticut, by the way. Like I said, Connecticut. I'm sure it's a great place because we had fun after this. But right in the beginning, this was the craziest experience. And so I'm sitting down on the ground, and then the cute cat comes into the room, and then the guy's just like freaking out, like, "Oh my gosh!" Like yelling, kind of just like mad at his wife a little bit. He's like, "Sorry guys, I'm not mad at you or whatever." And the cute cat comes inside, and he just picks it up, throws it out the door. Cat makes a real weird noise, and I'm just like, all right, so this guy's here to kill. Like this guy is not like he's not playing about anything. If he throws cats out the door and it's his own cats, how much more would he do to us? You know what I'm saying? But so that kind of goes forward. We fast forward again. Man, I'm sitting down on the floor still. I'm just like, man, this dude is tossing cats. I'm uncomfortable. I start recording. I take my phone out. I'm like, let me just put it on just in case I might need to record. The next cat comes in. This is the same cat I was telling you about, man. And I'm on the ground, mind you. Cat walks up to me, arms moving real weird, ravioli in the face. I'm just like, my gosh. Just like, I just said in my head, like you really ugly. Just please don't touch me. Just like, as long as you don't touch me, it's all good. The cat comes next to me, man. The cat comes next to me. And I stayed as still as I possibly could because I'm just like, look, I don't want to like move the cat because I'm like, if I move the cat, this guy's gonna get angry. He might throw me out. So I just kind of sat there, and then the cat gets to my face. We're like face to face to each other, and out of nowhere, I mean, I said it ribbited, right? I told my friends that this cat ribbited, and they're like, "What does that mean?" I was like a frog, ribbit. It ribbited in my face, either that or it burped. But then I learned neither of those things happened because I accidentally recorded it. Like I said, because I was recording just to make sure that nothing happened. I had to send it to my family, and I accidentally recorded it. And later down the line, I realized that the cat did not ribbit, but the cat made a, what was the sound? Okay. So I drew a blank for a long time. I had to stop that. The cat did not ribbit. The cat quacked. All right, so that was the noise that the cat came. So the cat came up to my face, little arms moving, and it was kind of like walking close to me. I was uncomfortable because I'm like, wow, this cat has ravioli face, and like it's really close to me. But I'm like, just don't do anything. Like we'll be cool. I'm just trying to just get out of here. Like your owner doesn't hurt us. And then the cat just like walks up next to me, like staring at each other. Like it stared at me. I stared at it. It stared at me. And then it said quack. And I was like, oh, okay. So it was time for me to get out there. I started slowly picking myself up off that bed, and yeah, it was time to go. We wound up eventually getting out of there though. So like let's just say that the story didn't stop there. We wound up eventually getting out of there. Like he was getting a little mad at us after when we left. We hopped in the Uber. We got out quick, and the moment we got into the Uber, he was kind of like, well, when we get into the Uber, he was kind of like, oh, like you really think it was gonna work? Ha ha ha! Like laughing at us. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to stay alive. So we left, got out of there. We get to this Mexican restaurant. I'm so excited. I'm like, let's just sit down. Let's just eat a little bit. Let's find a hotel, and we'll just like everything will be okay. I'm sitting inside the restaurant. I kid you not, my friends could attest to this. At least my friend Avery could attest to this. Avery, you could attest to this. And I sit down, and we're all getting ready. We're ordering and stuff. And the kid is like playing around with his mom. He runs away from his mom, and he comes to our table and he goes meow. I said, all right, well it's time. It's time to go. Like it's time to go. Like moral of the story, Connecticut. I'm sure it was great for the rest of the trip, but be careful where you go because Connecticut to me is known as the place where the kids meow and the cats quack. So be very careful out there.